Guys, do you feel like podcasting is over? Do you feel like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, you're right. You guys are leading me down a path of despair.
It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. But let's just let Rogan do it, and then let's all just go back to doing stand-up. I don't know why we have podcasts. Yeah. I was so much better looking when I was younger.
You think so?
I could more chicks now. If I wanted to, I could just tear up pussy.
Yeah.
So I have money.
Yeah.
I mean, is that hard? You're married.
No, not at all.
Okay. Let me ask you, Bert, if you got a divorce with Leanne, and
she'd have to die. Keep going.
It's hypothetical, man.
I would not get a divorce with her.
All right, but
I would murder her before I got a divorce.
Okay.
I would murder her and get rid of the body, and then stand at a podium and be like, "I'm so lost."
Hypothetically, though.
Okay. Hypothetically, we get a divorce and I murder her.
The most toxic man in comedy is back, reminding everyone just how dumb, drunk, and delusional he really is. I only just dropped a video about how his life is falling apart due to his sleep divorce with his wife Leanne, and how he's struggling to stay alive with all of his health issues. But here he is again, taking things even further by jokingly talking about killing his wife if she ever tried to divorce him. 'Cause, comedian. However, he also had a momentary glimpse of clarity where he stopped and acknowledged that maybe it's time to hang up the microphone and quit podcasting because, wait for it, they've run out of things to say. There is no doubt in my mind that the guest bears, Chrissy D and Starvey, absolutely broke Bert's brain and shattered his ego over the summer when they covered for him and Tom Segura while they were away in Hollywood chasing Tom's dreams. The popularity of those 6 episodes, followed by the sharp decline in viewers after Tom and Bert came back, was the reality check that Bert needed. And so ever since, Bert's been crashing out harder and harder every week, struggling to cope with the new normal where his popularity is now declining just as fast as his health. But it's not just Bert. The whole comedy world is in disarray. Earlier this week, I dropped a video on my Patreon covering the collapse of comedy after the whole Riyadh Comedy Festival situation, and I'm currently working on a video breaking down Theo Von's crash out. So go and check out the link in the description if you're interested. There is so much happening right now, so make sure you're subscribed to all my channels so you don't miss out on my uploads throughout the week. As for Bert, he made an appearance on the Tiger Belly podcast with Bobby Lee and this, whatever the fuck that is. Seriously, what is going on here? Anyway, Bert came up with the idea to see who could hold their breath the longest, which Bobby Lee obviously won, which then led to Bert saying one of the most insane things I've ever heard.
I'm good under pressure, though.
Well, you know why he's really good? Because he has already sleep apnea. And so he probably holds his breath in his sleep, like normally.
Yeah, dude, I die in my sleep.
3 minutes at a time.
3, 4 a.m., dude, I'm dead.
Really?
For 20 minutes. Yeah,
and he wakes up abruptly and like his whole body.
Yeah,
like,
and I start dancing.
Yeah.
As soon as I wake up,
I have sleep apnea, but I don't believe I have sleep apnea.
You have it.
No one does. No one does.
I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone does.
You have it.
I don't think anyone does.
Look at your.
I think it's bullshit, just like dentists.
But no, but you're not. It isn't bullshit. Do you not wear a CPAP?
No. Okay. Here's the deal.
Okay.
All right. So you're telling me
talk to her right. Talk to her right though.
If we go into a technological pandemic, meaning
oh my god,
energy cuts out. Energy cuts out.
Yeah.
And we all have to live on fire and the water that we have in our tub.
It doesn't know anything.
Okay.
That Joe Coy would die.
This makes sense.
He would die.
So Joe Coy would die.
Why?
I think people who
Hang on.
Yeah.
So just so we're clear, Joe Coy, was it not for him having money, should be dead.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
What do you mean?
Joe Coy is
I'm with you, dude. But what do you mean?
Joe Coy.
I'm following along now.
Is but a gift of technology. Joe Coy should not exist. Joe Coy should be dead because without technology, he would not be alive.
It's true. Well, I'll explain it to Bobby in simple terms.
Is he on like a heart?
No, because he has sleep apnea.
But such severe sleep apnea. So when you have sleep apnea, you're actually not receiving the oxygen in your body for extended periods of time.
I have it. Who are you preaching to the choir, God?
Your heart becomes enlarged.
Preaching God, lady.
Your heart becomes enlarged. A lot of these things, your memory starts to go, like your body starts to deteriorate.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I have it.
I know, and I bought you the machine.
Yeah, and I don't use it anymore.
I don't use it ever.
Yeah, you have yours?
It's crazy to put a scuba diving mask on and then go to bed.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
As a matter of fact, I think I'd rather be found dead in a bed than alive and with one of those masks
Scuba
on.
diving mask on.
Like, it's crazy.
I cannot begin to explain just how brain dead that take is. Does he realize that he probably will be found dead in a bed if he doesn't start taking his sleep apnea seriously? And let's just take a moment to appreciate the sheer stupidity of that logic. He doesn't want to use a CPAP machine because he thinks that we should all be able to survive without the use of technology. So if we apply that stroke of genius to Bert's life and remove all the medications he takes for diabetes, high blood pressure and cholesterol, plus the anabolic steroids that he uses recreationally, how long do you reckon he'd last? Bert would literally explode, and I mean literally, not figuratively. Like, he would blow up like a swollen grape and explode into 1,000 pieces. And don't forget, Bert's wife, who he would murder if she ever tried to divorce him, refuses to sleep with him because he won't use the CPAP machine at night and keeps vomiting in his mouth in the middle of the night and waking her up. So now she occupies the upper level and he stays downstairs. And to say that if Joe Coy didn't have money, he'd be dead because his sleep apnea is so bad is so wildly delusional coming from Bert. If Bert didn't have money, he'd be a bum begging for change.
You realize that's not anatomically possible. You would have to bend your and then push up.
What do you mean?
I think you
To
can do
jam your balls.
Yeah, I use
in
my
there
hands.
And just pack it
Yeah,
like
pack
gauze?
it in there. Yeah.
Would you take your balls from behind, or would you grab like this and shove in?
What do you mean? I don't
can take
understand.
your balls
Would you reach from behind and push in, or would you just reach like this?
Well, it's in from the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm missionary, and I would just, you know what I mean? I'll do it with my hands. I would reach around like I'm grabbing her ass.
Guys, do you feel like podcasting is over? Do you feel like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, you're right. You guys are leading me down a path of despair.
It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. But let's just let Rogan do it, and then let's all just go back to doing stand up. I don't know why we have podcasts.
Yeah,
No one prompted you with a whole shove the balls
Yeah,
thing. That was
I
all
don't know
you.
if we-
no, but you gave me this scenario.
No. This is the problem with podcasting, is we've talked about everything.
I know that's
and
the problem.
So now we're forced to think of things we've never said, and where we end up is shoving balls in a.
Yeah, frogs exploding in the
From
microwave. I mean,
behind.
that's a new thing. I mean,
I swear to God, I've been toying the idea of getting rid of all my podcasts.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I'm not a fucking broadcaster.
Yeah, me either.
Like, what are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
You know what we should do?
Now, hang on. Now there's a safe search.
It is physically impossible for a person to insert their testicles into a vagina.
Thank you.
Bert has finally realized that it's time to hang up the mic and leave it to Rogan? Hang on, what? If anyone's run out of things to say and needs to stop podcasting, it's tall and funny scientist Joe Rogan. He is at the very top of that list. But credit to Bert for having enough self-awareness to say that out loud. It's kind of ironic, though, that after all the weird shit he said on podcasts over the years, all the random hot takes and observations, he says it when Bobby Lee brings up an actually legitimate question about whether or not you could fit your balls in there too. I don't know, just saying. It was a question worth asking. I don't know why Bobby caught so much heat for it. And so after they'd all had the realization that they've run out of things to talk about, this is what Bert had to offer.
We've talked so much on podcasts.
Yeah.
Right? I keep repeating the same things over and over again. I think we should, you and I, try to come up with stuff that we've never talked about.
Okay.
And that's, no, don't put,
No.
you're
I
pulling
just
out notes.
well, I write down ideas for stand up. I don't never say them in podcasts
Yeah.
because stand up is stand up.
I think maybe
Stand up's where all my original ideas go, and then podcasting is where all this shit I go. I'd never say this on stage goes.
yeah.
I'll give you some stand up
You don't want to hear your act.
No, it's not an act. It's ideas.
What
Don't you
is
just
up with
Don't you have
drumming?
okay? Like I have ideas where I go. This wouldn't work on stage, but it's a good talking point. Like the other day, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll give you a perfect idea.
Okay, good.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I did this on Two Bears, so now I've said it twice. But it's a good idea. Tommy and I are adopting a OnlyFans girl for Two Bears. We're gonna have a Two Bears OnlyFans girl.
Okay.
And then we're gonna help run her OnlyFans, create her OnlyFans, generate content for her OnlyFans,
Great.
produce her OnlyFans, and help blow her up so she can make a ton of money. So kind of like a Kill Tony of OnlyFans, like someone who's good and talented but only has a minute. And you at Bad Friends should do the same thing.
So after all that self-awareness and reflection on their podcasting careers, Bert brings up his pimp fantasy for the 8th time on a podcast in the last month. This guy is just going from bad to worse. Like I said in the intro, Bert came up with this idea to shake things up when him and Tom came back from their summer break and saw how much the guest bears, Chrissy and Stubby, had ruined the show for them. So he came up with the edgy idea to start a Two Bears OF page and manage some models. And after all the backlash and pushback from his audience for taking things too far and farming for controversy, he keeps doubling and tripling down on the idea. Not to mention the fact that he's looking for girls in their 20s while having 2 daughters in college. Instead of taking a break, getting his health in check, losing weight, eating right and going sober to save his career, Bert's going in the exact opposite direction. He's trying to extend his career by playing the 50-year-old predator, not realizing that it's creepy as fuck and not even a little bit funny. Bobby Lee was actually leaning into the idea that they're washed-up podcasters with nothing new to say and trying to turn it into a bit, but of course Bert completely shut him down and went off on his own tangent, repeating the same fucking story he's been peddling around for the last month. At this point, Bert's not even pretending anymore. His desperation has completely taken over. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's not comedy. He's obviously crying out for help, but also making it worse at the same time. This is why his audience is turning on him. It's not that Bert got older, it's that he refused to grow up. There's a difference. He's stuck playing the same drunk college kid character while everything around him, his health, his marriage, his podcast, is crumbling. And rather than deal with that, he puts on the VR goggles, talks about managing young women, and fantasizes about living in a world where nobody ever says no to him.
You want to see me when I was younger in college? Go to Barstool FSU Instagram. There's a picture I just saw myself where I was like, God damn it, what did I do?
Good or bad?
I was so much better looking when I was younger.
You think so?
I could more chicks now. If I wanted to, I could just tear up.
Yeah.
So I have money.
Yeah.
I mean, is that hard? You're married?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Well, you want to see me skinny?
Yeah.
Oh, type in skinny Bert Kreischer.
That's so cool that you could do that.
Oh, there's one picture that was when I met Leanne. And this is what Leanne married. If you type in skinny Bert Kreischer.
I see it.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
That's what Leanne
Dude.
met.
That's what she met.
Bait and switch.
Yeah. How long did it take you to go from the regular to this?
To this?
Yeah.
I've been working on it for a while. It's funny. I was.
But this looks good.
That was
older.
recently. That was
older. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
whoa.
And then that's me. Probably the other week.
Yeah.
That one.
You fluctuate.
That was when I was last on tour right before I shot my special.
Yeah.
But I don't. That's unsustainable.
You know, me and a
With the one on the right?
Yeah, the one on the right's just like
Yeah, what are you eating when you're eating?
just steaks. That's it. I only had steaks, and I worked out like crazy.
That's not bad. This is pretty more.
That's that's right before I went on the fully loaded. But more importantly, look at my. Do you see my print?
Let me see. I love seeing that.
It looks kind of big. It looks bigger.
That's really good.
Your
balls are huge.
Not anymore. Not since I've been on
seen
testosterone.
Bert's the only person I've ever seen on any show on any platform tell the producers to Google images of himself and then provide a running commentary on how his body has changed over time. This guy is married with 2 daughters, talking about how easily he could be getting laid because he's rich now, and everyone just sits there around agreeing with him. I guarantee you if Bert was single for 2 weeks, he'd have more allegations than Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia put together. The only thing stopping him from living out his fantasies are his handlers. That's the real tragedy for our boy Bert. The people around him aren't helping, they're enabling him. Every time he spirals into another gross midlife meltdown or creepy overshare, everyone in the room just laughs along like it's part of the act. And look, I get it. This is what made him funny and relatable 25 years ago. But now it's just depressing. As usual, though, things get worse, like so much worse. This is actually kind of scary, and someone seriously needs to pull him up on this shit. Bert's known for oversharing about his wife and kids. His daughters have asked him multiple times to stop sharing personal stories about them and talking about them on stage and on podcasts, and he's told us all how he shuts them down and justifies it because that's just what I do. But the way Bert talks about his wife in this next clip was not funny at all. The scary part is, he's not even joking.
Let me ask you, Bert, if you got a divorce with Leanne, and
She'd have to die. Keep going.
It's hypothetical, man.
I would not get a divorce with her.
All right, but
I would murder her before I got a divorce.
Okay.
I would murder her and get rid of the body and then stand at a podium and be like, I'm so lost.
Hypothetically, though.
Okay, hypothetically, we get a divorce and I murder her. Go.
Okay, no, she's still alive.
Murder.
I bring her back to her life.
Okay.
The murder was unsuccessful. She's been able to escape.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
She dropped this. She dropped this.
Okay. Okay. Leanne and I get a divorce. Go.
And then you find out that I'm dating Leanne.
Oh my God.
Right? Let's be real. Let's put it.
Now it's
and I call
suicide.
you. No, I call you. Right? And because I'm a man. And I man up.
Yeah.
And I'm real. And I'm gonna be very mindful. I'll look at you, right? And I go, listen, dude, I've always had feelings for her. And she, it's been a year. And I go, listen, I love you, dude. And Leanne loves you. And we're kind of family anyway. I'm just is it all right? Do I give your blessing, get your blessing for dating Leanne? No, be real, dude. We're friends. Look at me right now. Look at my bear friend. Look at me, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we're bros. Look at me right now. Bro. Look at me. I love you so much, dude. All right. Do I have your blessing? What would you do? We're face to face.
What would I do?
Yeah.
Yes, I would give you my blessing, and then I would start a campaign to ruin your life.
Yeah.
I would start slowly with Georgia and Isla. I'd be like, you never call him dad.
No.
Never can call you.
It'd be
Dad.
Opa.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm sweating. I just started. Sweating.
Yeah.
I just started sweating.
The way he snaps back so fast without even having to think about it, like it's the first thing that popped into his mind when he thought about getting a divorce from his wife, is scary as fuck. Imagine his wife and daughters listening to that and trying to laugh it off as Bert just being Bert. If I can't have her, no one else can. You don't joke about murdering your wife and then double and triple down on it. And you can tell that he thinks it's funny. The guy will say anything to attract controversy. He has to fill every moment with noise. He even said it himself in a recent episode of Two Bears, One Cave when he was telling Tom that he's always trying to push content out every single week, even if it's not good. Just get it out. The only thing Bert's scared of more than clowns, balloons, and being sober is silence. But the charm wore off years ago. All that's left is a delusional alcoholic who's drowning in his own ego, too self-absorbed to realize the joke ended years ago. Self-deprecating humor is one thing, but joking about killing your wife if she ever tried to divorce you, and how much ass you can get now that you're rich, plus all his gross fantasies that he keeps sharing lately, that's an entirely different thing altogether. At this point, it's not even about Bert being a bad comedian. Now it's just about him being a shit bloke. And as much as I've joked about his decline before, this is different. And it seems like everywhere he goes, he can't escape the haters. The comment section on this episode of Tiger Belly did not hold back. Bert and Kalila, they must not want anyone watching this week. Oh God, he's pushing that OF crap. Can someone just tell him to stop? I'm good. See y'all next week. I made it 5 seconds. Bert got 2 sentences out and I was out. No, can't do it. Not the screeching irritant. Till next week. Why bring back the energy vampire? Skip. And you know Bert's reading those comments and watching this breakdown video with mixed feelings. He's probably sobbing while replaying all the clips, but then saying to himself, at least they're still talking about me. You know, there's gonna come a time when Bert's gone where everyone's gonna say, I wish Bert was here, just to pull out a bottle of Porosos and tell us the machine story just one more time. How good would that be? Anyway, remember to check out my Patreon for all the latest on the collapse of comedy and Theo Von's crash out. Otherwise, remember to subscribe to all my channels so you don't miss out on my uploads throughout the week. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.